Hello everyone, welcome. But getting to the point, I know I mentioned Mad Max a lot in my Rage video, and I thought, why don't I talk about it a bit? After all, it's the game I put a lot of my hours into back on PS4. I even bought it and played it again on PC, although nowhere near as much. I think I'm gonna play maybe about 5 hours of it. Yeah. That's not the insult I mean it as. I mostly mean it as I played a lot of it on PS4, and I do mean a lot, and I just didn't really feel like playing it again on PC. I don't know why I even bought it on PC. I think the reason being my PS4 was broken at the time, and it was cheap, and I felt like playing it. Although I didn't play much of it because I lost all my progress, so I didn't really feel like doing all the grinding again. And there's a lot of that, although it's not 100% necessary. You can just stick to story, which is pretty crap. And now I'm writing all this down, it might sound like I have mostly negatives, but overall, sitting down and playing it is fun. And for budget price, I'd say it's worth it. Full price, not too sure though. And to prove the story is not great, it can be literally summed up as someone steals something from Mad Max, specifically his car, he meets a crazy person who builds up a new car, and you just sort of meet random people who mean nothing to you overall, and just fuck off after a while. The only character I can actually name that's original to this game is Chumbucket. A, because he's a hermit, B, because he builds his car, and C, because his name is Chumbucket. There's no way I'm not going to remember that. I suppose after that you may be wondering why am I even talking about this when it's supposed to be negative I'm talking about, but overall I'm solid. Also, I need something to appease you, the algorithm. So yeah, I figured this would be nice and easy to make, so appease it. Praise its almighty wisdom. But getting back to the point with Mad Max, the combat angle of it is basically just, well, Arkham Knight, because of all the punching king, and I guess the closest comparison to the car combat, I guess, would be Mario Party, or Mario Kart more accurately. I don't really have anything else to compare it to, because current combat games have kind of died out in the last few years, which is a bit disappointing. You'd think this kind of stuff would be done all the time, but what can you do? I know current racing games have the feature where you can tap someone and they'll just push out of the way, but that's not really the same thing. I'm talking like you have a rocket launcher mounted to your car. That genre is kind of dead now. I think because in the 2000s, when franchise was put to pasture, they got a go-kart game as a send-off. I'm not sure why. It was just one of those weird things that franchises got towards the end of their life back in the day, which in itself has kind of been put to pasture. Not that I'm complaining because they kind of got really lazy. Also, this kind of genre of car combat is seen as very arcadey, which isn't really done mainline anymore. Sure, there's probably some weird third-party stuff from smaller companies. In itself, I mean, like, talking like mainstream is kind of dead now. But what can you do? Getting back to my point with Mad Max, I guess I could go more in detail about the map and the fact but why? It's a fucking desert. Oh, this bit looks like a slightly different color of orange. Wow. So I'm not. I'm just gonna give it a good recommendation, say pick it up when it's on sale for cheap, and I'm gonna end the video here because I need to make something quick and easy to appease you, your algorithm gods. May praise their wisdom and save me money. I beg of you, Lord. Oh, wait a minute. YouTube and Google are the same company, or at least owned by them, I think. So, yeah. Yeah, that's more accurate, I think.